There is no silver bullet to define and implement an effective taxonomy, but we've identified some best practices in our work. The first that comes to mind is simplicity. Keep in mind that the goal is to create functional order, not to micromanage documents and people. There's often a desire to go academic, that is, to create a perfect, detailed classification system when defining a taxonomy. In practice, the taxonomies that provide lasting value tend to use larger buckets that people can easily understand. One example of this is how to handle pleadings. Oftentimes, firms ask for separate classifications for the complaint and answer, and discovery pleadings, and motions, and orders, and so on. We've seen firms have more success with fewer buckets or classifications for pleadings and instead rely upon document naming to establish what kind of pleading it is. The simple approach tends to be flexible and easy to use, and those are two things that support success in a taxonomy.
Also, a firm's personnel play a key role for a DM and its taxonomy to be successful. There's really no such thing as a sort of deploying a taxonomy or just doing what other firms do. I mean, a taxonomy's strength comes from comprehensive commitment and buy-in, from design through implementation. Also, leadership from the top down is necessary, and appropriate support and contribution must come from actually every level within the firm. It's important to have some type of PR campaign to spearhead the change management as a new taxonomy and DM is implemented. This can include things like preview demos of new features that are going to be coming up, or engaging employees in a pre-system needs assessment.
That's a great point, Jenny. Related to the importance of naming related to that is the importance of naming a champion or leader for the taxonomy. This doesn't need to be a technical person, and in fact, it's often good to have someone from outside IT serve in this role. This person must be available to do the work and have a good understanding of the firm's culture, priorities, and politics. We've seen success when this role is filled by technology partners, human resources managers, senior secretaries, trainers, and oftentimes IT directors. Think of this person as an advocate for the firm, a facilitator, a primary contact for the implementation team.
Absolutely, and also in the early stages, it's important to gather broad input from everyone, but not strive for consensus. Involving personnel and thought leaders within the firm helps to gain their buy-in for the new system and makes them feel engaged. But still, only a select few of the people need to make the final decisions on how the final system and taxonomy will be designed. So this will help avoid unnecessary delays, cost overruns. I mean, ultimately, the decision needs to come from the firm's thought leaders.